Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I missed last week's upload. I was a literal trash fire of depression and anxiety. I'm doing a little bit better, but that's actually what I want to talk to you guys about today. Since I'm struggling with my mental health, I wanted to kind of share how it affects me so that I'm 100% real with you guys. Because I'm not gonna lie, like my vlogs make me look kind of productive, not gonna lie, but but because of this topic of mental health, I am going to trigger one in this video with like depression talk, anxiety talk, and light talk of an eating disorder. First off, I'm really bad at realizing when I'm starting to get anxious. I know the signs and the signals that means I'm anxious, but no matter how many times I go through it, I always turn a blind eye to it, which is really bad. So for me personally, I stop eating, I sleep either not at all or way too much, and I stop being productive as a whole. Like, not just with art, like literally with everyday small tasks that should be second nature by now because I'm 20 turning 21 on the 25th. And like it doesn't happen. I will sit in bed literally all day and not even realize it. I'll be hungry and push it off because I just straight up don't feel like getting out of bed. And that can go on for like hours. Like I can stay in bed from the time I fall asleep the day before to 3 p.m. the next day, or at worst it's gone on for like 2 or 3 days. And I'll still fail to see that something is wrong. Right now you're watching me try and be productive, but I don't actually finish this BNA charm in this video. Like, this is the start of my spiral and me trying to deny that something is wrong. I end up not being able to focus, and after getting as much done as I could, I just stopped working and went and laid on my bed until it was time to sleep. And when I filmed this, it was 3 in the afternoon. It's really not healthy, but I ignore it because I feel like no one is going to listen to me or what I have to say. So I shut myself away in my own head and seal off the door so I don't have to deal with my actual emotions and how I feel. Another unhealthy coping mechanism that I have is I just pick at my skin. I will pull my hair out, I'll pick at small blemishes until they're like large scabs on my face, and it's gross and I hate what it does to me, but I can't stop it. I'll stare into a mirror and just lose track of time. Sometimes I feel like I lose seconds, and then other times I'll lose half an hour without even realizing it. And it's really not good for like my skin or just my health because like losing time and not remembering is really not a good thing to do. It's not all bad though. I feel like this video can seem really heavy, but it's just the truth and something I need to get out there so that I can hold myself accountable for it. Sharing it on a platform like YouTube is really nerve-wracking for me, and I almost didn't post this video because I was nervous that people would see it. Like, duh, of course someone's gonna see it, that's the point of a YouTube video. But I think having conversations about mental health and destigmatizing mental health is vital to helping others learn to cope and deal with their own mental health issues. Personally, I hate therapy. I know it works for some people. I've seen it work wonders on friends, but I hated it the time I went. And like, yes, granted, I only went once, and I know that some people is like they're out there saying, well, you need to try more than once, and it gets worse before it gets better. But like, I straight up don't have time for it to get worse. Maybe I'll tell you guys like about that visit one day, but right now I'm not really into sharing it. What I find helps me is journaling. I am so much better at writing down my thoughts than I am speaking them. That's why I script every single one of my videos. I can erase a word if it isn't completely right, and I can go over and reflect on it later and see how much I've grown, or if I'm falling into the same patterns again, how I got myself out of it before. I'm just better at being solitary about these things and like being able to self-reflect than telling someone and then getting their input. It doesn't help me personally. Something I think that really helps me too is identifying what is making me so anxious. And in the moment, sometimes I really can't do it, and then like upon reflection later, I'm like, oh, duh. But like what really drove me to the edge this time was the thought of going on a vacation with my family. Leaving my house to go to the grocery store in the middle of a pandemic is already a struggle. So the idea that I would have to leave my home for more than a few hours terrified me, and like it still does. I'm still not exactly ecstatic that I had to go with them. I hadn't seen anybody but my landlord and her cat for a couple months at this point, and while I'm doing fine with being solitary, my brain does not like changes in my plans at all. I'm not very adaptive when it comes to things like that. It's just not. My brain really doesn't like surprises. Like, do not give me a gift on my birthday or at Christmas if you haven't told me you were going to give me something, because I will not open it in front of you. Like, I don't do surprises. So, when I was told that I had to leave and I didn't really have a choice in it, my brain just shut down. It didn't want to do it. And it failed to recognize that something was wrong. You'll see a few clips from me visiting my sister and her roommates later. I stayed with them for 2 days because she helped me kind of get my brain together before I had to go with my family. And like, we made sushi, we painted. Like, my sister is also an artist and a graphic designer, and I am so thankful for her in my life a lot of the time. And then after you see the clips of me gluing my glasses back together, because I break them a lot, surprisingly. Like, this has never been a problem until now, but I keep breaking my glasses. But after me breaking my glasses, my sister and I making sushi, and her roommate's dog, you'll see that I kind of ended up in the woods, which sounds weird, but that's just, my family wanted to go to a lake, which I guess is fine because there's not many people, but like, it was 300 degrees hotter than my usual climate in San Francisco where I live, so that wasn't very nice. I did get sunburned for the first time in 3 years, but you know, that's fine. Apollo gave me a hug, I guess. But it's just, my brain doesn't do change very easily, and when I lose control of my own surroundings and plans, then my brain spirals. Because quarantine, not gonna lie, has been kind of great for me. I stay at home, I work on art, I do what I want to do, I am on my own schedule. Like, I wake up every morning at like 9 a.m. usually when I'm not spiraling. Oh yeah, see, here I am, gluing my glasses back together because I freaking broke them again. I'm pretty sure this is like my 3rd time breaking them, but it's fine. But quarantine's been kind of great for me, and like, that's just because I'm not super social in the first place. I have a very small group of friends, and I love them dearly. And we all, like, support each other even through this. So I miss them, yeah. But also, I talk to them online, and that's enough for me. So throwing a, like, wrench into my plans that I had to leave my house was terrifying. So there's my sister. She does a lot of pour painting. Pour painting sounds really bad. P-O-U-R, pour painting. And there's Kiara, Kiki. This is her roommate's dogs. Or dog. Haha, there's only one. She's great. All she does is lay around. Can you open this? No. Ah. And see, I told you I ended up in the woods. There weren't many people around, which was good for my mental health because I didn't have to deal with too many people. Yeah, see, what's up, man? And we also ended up going to a glass beach, and that was pretty cool. I'm very much not a fan of the ocean, so I did not stay in the sand like this for very long. But it's okay. I dealt with it. There's some cool, like, sea glass, though. I did collect some of that. But see, there's the ocean. Ugh, not my favorite place to be. And now here I am editing. Not home yet, but, you know, we're getting there.